Sometimes we have doubts.
You sit on a throne of lies.
The question is, what do we do with our doubts?
The first thing to say is that when you doubt, don't, whatever you do, you can accept your doubts. You really don't have to freak out. Doubting is not the opposite of faith, as if one means you can never have the other. Nor should our doubts make us feel guilty or ashamed. We all have them, but that doesn't mean we can't have a relationship with Jesus until all of them have been neatly tied up and put to bed, or that our doubts somehow undermine that relationship. We don't think that way about our other relationships. We'd expect to have some doubts before we started one, and we wouldn't be surprised to experience periods of doubt once in that relationship. Getting to know Jesus is just like getting to know a partner. It's not like ticking off answers to 27 questions during a lie detector test.
I got a hot date tonight. Odd date. Dinner with Fred. Dinner alone. Watching TV alone. All right. I'm gonna sit at home and ogle the ladies in the Victoria's Secret catalog. See his catalog. Now would you unhook this already, please? I don't deserve this kind of shabby treatment.
Here's what you can do with your doubts. Doubt them.
Every doubt that's ever been expressed about God and the Christian faith has been heard before. It's been wrestled with by a million different believers in the past. And every statement of doubt is also a statement of faith. So maybe what we should do with our doubts is to doubt more. If you're skeptical about Christianity, it's because you're sure of something else. As you stand over the Christian faith, it's because you're standing on some other belief. Let me give you some examples. If I say I don't believe God because I can't see Him, I'm standing on a firm belief. My belief is that unless I see something, it doesn't exist. But wait a minute, is that true? Aren't there all sorts of things that are real that I can't see? Joy, logic, goodness, maths, beauty, truth, love. In fact, aren't the most important things in life the things that I can't see? So what should I do with my doubts about God? I should doubt more. I should doubt the foundations of my doubt.
Or if I say, I don't trust the Bible because it conflicts with certain modern views, what beliefs am I standing on? I'm trusting that our modern views about life are infallible. Where do I get that belief from? Shouldn't I doubt the infallibility of 21st century Western morality? Or am I so gullible to think that me and my friends have finally gotten everything right in the last couple of years? Why should I believe that? Be more skeptical.
Or if I say I doubt Christianity because there are many religions in the world, I'm standing on the belief that no one can be right about ultimate reality. Well, why not? Am I certain that no one can be right? How sure am I that no one can be sure? Am I sure no one can be sure? What should we do with our doubts? Doubt them.
Before you doubt me, doubt your doubts.
Here's the third thing to do with our doubts. Confront them. Thomas had a lot of doubts. He doubted the prophecies about Jesus rising. That's the Old Testament. He doubted the promises Jesus made about rising. That's the Gospels. And he doubted the eyewitness testimony of his friends, the authors of the New Testament. So Thomas was basically doubting the whole of the Bible.
I don't believe you.
And so Jesus tracked down Thomas from beyond the grave. And even though Thomas had deserted him in his hour of need and doubted him in his hour of triumph, what does Jesus say to him? Peace. Jesus has nail-scarred hands reaching out to Thomas, and that's when Thomas says, "My Lord and my God." Because those scars tell a story.
You want to know how I got these scars?
Jesus got those scars by bleeding and dying for doubters, deserters, and deniers like Thomas. Like me. Like you. And if we're tempted to say, well, it's all right for Thomas, he got such a blessing seeing Jesus like that. Well, actually, Jesus said, blessed are those who've not seen and yet have believed. How is that possible? John writes, these things are written that you might believe. We have the Bible in order to give us a Thomas experience. The purpose of the Bible is to confront our doubts and to reveal a God of outstretched arms, of battle-scarred love.
So when we have doubts, pick up this book. Get in community with other doubting believers and believing doubters, and let the peacemaking God confront you. It doesn't eliminate all doubts, but it puts them in the context of a God to whom you can entrust your doubts.
This is a simple lie detector. I'll ask you a few yes or no questions, and you just answer truthfully. Do you understand?
Yes.
Hi everybody, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed that episode of Thorny Questions. We'll be back tomorrow lunchtime with our live cast on our Speak Live page on Facebook, so please join us for that. And do tune in again next week for another Thorny Question where we begin to think about the question of science.
You want to know how I got these scars?